Hello traders, John at StockBookie.com. Today is the live streaming action on 10/18/2018. Let's get right into the action, guys. All right, let me make sure. I'm trying to see if all right, let me see on this one. So we got technical analysis, got the live stream. All right, so the Baidu trade, this thing's bouncing now at 191.30. It's a little bit behind still. Dang it. That's it's about 10-second delay, which is unbelievable. All right, let me see if this I want to see it. Okay, there's the live chat. So live chat's back on. All right, so we're good now. Live chat's working. I just want to see if I can. All right, cool. All right, Baidu's catching a bid now. Of course, we're not in it. Covered it. Still a good area to bounce. I had 250 shares. Just wanted to take it off the table and say thank you very much. To the next one. All right, let's see here. Twitter. There you go. All right, guys, if you're watching this, let's see here. I'm going to tweet it again. Take this one off. All right, this one should be going. So here we go. The SPY's bouncing. This one's bouncing up too. You know what? I took the loss. I'm not going to mess around with this. Volume's coming in on the SPY. Everything seems to be catching a bid now. Even the Qs. The Qs are a little bit. Yeah, someone's coming in now. Look at the volume disappearing, guys. So we get the good volume on the sell, and then here we are as it's holding up. And then right here, we're getting no volume. So look what we're doing. We're starting to bounce. We are trying to hold the gap window on the Qs. You go back to the SPY. SPY's holding gap window as well. And Baidu's bouncing a little bit more here as well. It's about right. You get to the point, you got the volume coming in. Yeah, it's bouncing here. I got out of 191. I just cut it and said thank you. On to the next one. And thanks a lot. But see what happened here? We should have taken it off right here. So as Baidu retraced back to the lows, this would have been the trade right here. So we got in it twice, added a little bit more, popped up. This is when we should have just got out of it and said thank you very much. On to the next one. This was looking good, but then the SPY started selling. Once the SPY started pulling back, that was it, guys. This one was going lower. So SPY's trying to bounce. We're still in a confirming downtrend. We're in the lunchtime hour, so we could possibly start to bounce here. Guys, can you hear me okay? Can you do the chat room? Let me know any symbol you want me to look at. But right now we're just looking at this trade. The AT-VI trade worked out real well. In this one we picked off, bam, right up. Of course we sold, kept going. Kind of a little bit of a bullish pattern here, hitting the 20 MA, coming back. What's up, guys? Works. It's a little bit lagging. I'm going to try Thinkorswim and see if that helps a little bit better, because what I've been told with the eSignal platform, it just sucks the crap out of all the memory out of your system and runs everything a little bit slow. I used to run Realtik a couple years back when I did live sessions, and that worked a little bit better. So once I get the Thinkorswim platform set up with the charts and everything, I'll try that one. I did an Amazon video yesterday, guys, and that seemed to work okay. But we'll see. I still love the eSignal. But if I can't do live streams where it's giving me wait, it is time to take a long trade on SPX, quick in and out. Guys, I could look at the SPY. I got a delay on this one. You can't. I mean, we're holding gap fill here. You still have the gap fill down in here. We are getting a bounce. We still are in a confirming downtrend on the day, guys. The IYT or the transports are moving up, but the trade would have been right here at gap window. I mean, we barely kissed it and we got the push. But with the confirming downtrend, we could have easily went sideways and then dump into gap fill. For me, I can't take the long trade today, especially in a confirming downtrend. I know we're in the lunchtime hour, everything's starting to bounce, but I mean, if you want to take, nah, you know what? Don't. If we get above the 200 MA on a closing basis on the 10-minute, then possibly. But man, I mean, we're in a confirming downtrend right now, guys. It's going to be a tough trade. If, we are in the lunchtime hour, we're 25 minutes into it, lunch on Wall Street, guys. Yeah, I'm not playing around with this. Look at the 60-minute chart over here, guys. I'm going to open this one up a little bit more for you. We are holding these areas on a short-term retrace from this low to this high. We are holding the 382 and the gap window. We still have gap fill down here with the 618. I like this area better, right around the 274.50. You guys saw what happened the last week when this thing started dumping. Last week, same stuff, confirming downtrend. We went down. Let's see if I can pull this up. Look what happened here. So we went down. Volume was a lot heavier here, but look what we did. We went sideways here, chopping, and then they put the dump on towards the end of the day. That's the reason why I don't want to take this trade. Of course, buy the dip, lunchtime, everyone has that mentality, but man, we get a sell like this. I mean, it went sideways for about an hour and a half and then the dump. I mean, this thing ended up at the low of the day with a confirming downtrend. So to take the long trade, it would have been right here, the first kiss of this, which I still didn't like it. The volume was coming in, and you saw how it dragged Baidu down. And we're getting the pop now because the volume's lightening up right here. But I'd rather wait for gap fill down in here. That's what I'd be watching, the 24 or 274.49. I mean, this can easily go up. You know how it goes by the dip. Maybe news came out right now, But Fed's protecting these markets. Oh, no problem, man. And then we're looking at Amazon yesterday, too, for a long. Good thing we didn't hop into that one. I made the video yesterday for a member. And look at that, 35 bucks down. Amazon, a lot of the stuff's retracing, guys. We got the beat down, but the technicals on these charts, we got major damage on this last one. Let me pull up the SPY again. You go to the daily. I'm going to make the daily. You got some major technical damage here with massive volume. I mean, we had almost 300 million trading on this one here. We're catching the 200 MA on the daily. That's what it's holding. It's holding this big green bar. Remember, inside bar retraces to the bottom of this bar and holds this. If this low here doesn't hold, let me pull this up. The low on this bar is 276.07. If that does not hold, we will be filling gaps down here, guys. And I would not doubt we retest this low at 270. Volume's okay today. We have 50 million on the day during lunch, so we'll do 100 million. But to take a trade on the SPY or SPX, I mean, now it's easy. Okay, wow, it bounced up, almost a buck here. But doesn't mean with the selling pressure and the confirming downtrend, we click over next candle straight down, guys. So be careful. If anyone wants me to look at anything else, punch in a symbol. There's only 5 of us in here today. Got a little bit of a delay, so be careful with that one. Again, the ATVI trade worked out good. Hopefully a couple guys caught that one. The Baidu trade, that was a disaster. Is it bound? Of course, it's bouncing more. So if you held on to it, still a good area, guys. I only had 250 shares. I did 125, because this one could bounce a buck or two. So with 125 shares, I'll get 250, 300 bucks and out. Guys, I don't, markets like this, I could take 5,000 shares of this one if I wanted to. I'm going with 125. I should have went to 250, maybe inch it up to 1,000 shares. This would have been the next level, the 189 area. But, you know, with the SPY coming in, this just took everything down. It was a market trade. That's why it's so important to watch the SPY. Look at Baidu. I mean, this is the area right here where we did. We should have just pulled it off here. Made my, you know, $200, 225 or whatever. The AT VI trade, made good money on that one, and that would have been a great day, you know, a little over $1,000 or whatever, and done. This one's making a run now for the roses. So, you know, so if you're still in the Baidu trade, you held on for dear life, starting to make a move, just protect it now, trail it with a stop, and let's see if we could get the bounce. Yeah, once the SPY started dumping, that was it. Look at everything. So if you look at that, look at Apple. SPY started selling, Apple goes down. SPY starts to sell, Google goes down. Amazon goes down. Everything, guys. It's a market trade. That's why right now with the confirming downtrend, it's tough to get into a long trade. Because right now this thing we could just dump out, volume comes in. Now this is where you got to watch the volume here. If the volume starts kicking up more than 5 million on a bar, 6 million on a bar, that's what you're watching for at this point. Still have to get above the 200 moving average on the intraday chart and the 10-minute chart, guys. And if you want to, you can put fib as well from this low. This is more, you know, intraday action, this high, trying to hold the 382 as well. I still like this area here with the 618 at gap fill, but if we start dumping, guys, we're probably going to go a little bit lower. So you got to let this thing overextend, get through and pierce, and then possibly take the long. So we gotta be patient today. Sit on your hands, whatever you got to do. But this could be nasty. I mean, we go right up, come right back down, guys. Let's see here. The DIA's down $3, Qs are down $3, SPY's down $3, the IWM's down $2. The IYT though, 200 or the Dow Jones Transport's 205 down now, showing a little bit more weakness. Again, we are in the lunchtime hour, guys, so you got to watch for that. Let's see here. 10 minutes ago. Hold on, guys. I got an email from a member here. I sent him an email. All right, let's see if he comes in. Yeah, I had the live stream going on another channel. I had it private so we couldn't get the chat in here. So now I got the chat in there too. Again, guys, if you want to look at any symbols, now what we're going to do, or what I normally do, I'm going to start looking for beat down names, okay? Because if we start getting a bid here in the markets, I want to find the ones that are just getting the beat down today that are down big time. There you go. Yeah, buddy, I had 2 live links. I deleted it. I had it in private status, so I couldn't do the chat room here. So now you're in. Yeah, so now what we'd look for some beat down names, and let's see if we could catch a bid. But on the beat down name, it's kind of like, all right, let's look at Amazon here. Maybe we get a trade with Amazon. So it's holding the 200 MA. It's holding this one. See, I'd rather have it. See, this would have been a trade with Amazon right here. But with the SPY selling, just tough today. We're in the lunchtime hour. I know, buy the dip mentality. Baidu, let's look at that one again. Yeah, look at that. Darn it. And it just keeps going. Yeah, I'm on a delay here too. Netflix is back, yeah, before earnings. How about that, guys? You know how many people bought that the other day on Netflix? They all got in and went straight back down. Pretty incredible. And we picked that thing off 25 cents off the top. That was a great trade, guys. And we got, you know, $7 or $6, and it just kept going. But look what happened today, guys. We almost filled the gap on Netflix. Damn, I'm still way behind. So almost filled the gap on Netflix, and that would have been at, let's see, close 346.40. Wow, low of the day was gap fill, and look at the bounce. Damn. See, and that's what you got to do. So as the SPY's bouncing and moving up, you got to find these beat down names that could possibly make in lows. I mean, this one's everything's pretty much doing the same thing as the SPY. This one's moving off. You filled the gap right here. There's your gap fill. Damn, look at that. Perfect. So Netflix, just stay away from. That's why I'm just kind of going slow with these names right now, with the earnings, with the news. Technical damage is done on these charts, guys. We're gonna get by the dip mentality, volume disappearing. Let's go back to the SPY. That SPY's making another move. Darn, look at that. So, and it's getting a bounce now. Trying to recapture the 200 MA. Goal in life would be capture the 20, capture the 50 MA, and try to keep this thing rolling. Yeah, I'm way delayed. There's the SPY. So that's what we're looking for here. We're holding the, what is that one? In the smaller retrace, we're holding the 382. But if you look at the 60-minute on this one, we're trying to get back above the 50 MA here. Here's your retrace from this high to this low. That's what we're doing. This is more short-term trading, but we're trying to hold the 382 here. We went through, the 20 MA, the 50 MA, and we're holding this here. Remember, we're holding the gap window. Next area, gap fill. Still in a confirming downtrend, though, guys. So be careful with your longs. It just reminds me of the other day, guys. When we were just tanking, we went sideways for what, 1, 2, 2.5 hours, and then they just tanked it at the end of the day. As long as the confirming downtrend's in, if the volume starts to pick up again, I think we could see some more selling towards the end of the day. So now, with that thought process, looking at this, now do we start playing stocks that are moving to the green side? If the confirming downtrend sticks, everything will start to dump towards the end of the day. There's a couple strategies that I like to do where, if we bounce, yeah, great. But now let's try to find some green names on the day. If there's not many, TLRY, of course, Toll. But ones that are really going, looks like Pool is going pretty good. They had earnings, though, so that one's a little bit tougher. PM, I believe, had earnings as well. But look at that. As the SPY came in, everything was coming in, guys. But this one still, if you want to take a short trade on PM, let's see, yeah, I mean, this isn't bad. I mean, we could, if the SPY moves up, this will start to grind higher. The SPY starts to dump, this one will definitely go lower. And I mean, that's something to watch on this one too, on the PM. Let's see, anything else? Coal, yeah, see, everything as the SPY sold, everything came in. Jeez. That's the other thing you want to look at. If the SPY's at the highs, there's a lot of green names, and the SPY starts to sell, pick on the green names, because eventually this thing pulls back, the SPY that is, everything's going to follow. So we're going to have to get through the lunchtime hour here on the SPY. SPY still trying to hold the 200 MA, guys. What else here? I'm just looking for some more green names. Costco's green today. A little bit, but look at that. SPY starts to sell. Then we go chop around. It's catching a bid. So as you could tell, the SPY dumps. This will come in. So it's kind of taking a market trade. If you want to, if you want to take the Costco being green, 44 cents up, maybe a couple hundred shares, look for that 50 cents or so, because now, the low of the day was, well, it was a lot lower actually. 227. So SPY sells will most likely, go right back to the lows, guys. That's how this stuff works. So let's keep an eye on the SPY. It is only 9:38 a.m. So we're right in the heart of lunchtime special, guys. So keep an eye on this one. What else here? So the Costco. What else is green? AutoZone, but AutoZone got the crap kicked out of it yesterday. We're actually in the money on AutoZone now. On our short swings trade, got just brutalized on this thing. Going, this is AutoZone, guys. This is just insane. Double tops over here, goes up. Look at these moves. Just $100 moves, $75 moves, almost like Tesla, guys. It's pretty incredible. So that one we were watching on that one. Look at that. That was awesome. Look at that. Jeez. This one's probably going to go down a little bit further too. SPY dumps. It's going to be over for a lot of these high flyers. Let's go back to the SPY. SPY still trying to hold the 200 MA, but coming into this low pivot right here at 277.56. I mean, that held for about a minute here, bounced up, clicked over, right back down, guys. Right back to gap window. All right, guys, if you want me to look at anything, let me know. SPY's starting to catch another little bid, though. So that's something to watch for. Give me a second here, guys. All right, so getting man, still in a confirming downtrend though. I wouldn't mess around with this today unless you want to try to take a short position. But we are in lunchtime, a little bit harder to take shorts. But without this getting, it's got to get over this area here and then possibly higher prices. What's the volume at? 53 million. Volume's kicking up a little bit. Let's see. That's the next candle, guys. Let's see what we get at 940. Looks like they're trying to push this thing. Well, look at this Baidu. Damn it. Yeah, it got a pretty good bounce, but man, market's weak. This thing's going right back to double bottom. Wow. So SPY's bouncing. IWM's moving up. You got the DIA. DIA is going right into the 200 MA, so that thing's stalling out a little bit as well. Yeah, I'm still delayed a little bit. 10 seconds, I think it is. That's just too much for me. So I'll try the Thinkorswim later on today or tomorrow, only to see if that helps it out. I got to get a chart. Maybe it's Realtick. I go back to Realtick possibly too. I did really like Realtick too, guys. That's another one you got to pay. But with a broker account, with like Lightspeed or Cobra, I think it's $100 a month. I think one. But you got to be with that broker. The thing I like about eSignal, I don't have to be with any broker. They just give me the charts. The DIA is moving up now. So here we go. Buy the dip mentality, guys. Volume's not. If we had 100 million already, then we'd probably sell a little bit more. Yeah, someone's coming in here protecting this thing. They're giving this thing to beat down. People are a little bit scared of these markets right now, guys. There we go, the SPY. Now we're catching a bid. They're trying to recapture on the 60. The 50 MA, holding that pretty good. They're doing a heck of a job, guys. We made the low, not bad on the 60. Made a lower high or higher low, higher low, higher low. If we break this gap fill right here at the 274.50 area, then I think we're selling. We're going right back down to the lows. But they're holding it. Volume's okay. I mean, we'll hit the 100 million mark, so it's not terrible. But we start hitting that 200 million mark, you better step aside. Man, look at that. Volume disappears, and look at this, starting to move up again. So let's see, Baidu. If you're in the Baidu trade still, I am out. Yeah, got a pretty nice bounce. Yeah, that sucks, though. Hate that. SPY started dumping, and that was it. Let's see, the Amazon. Is that getting a bid? It's trying. We're still inside this bar. Remember, inside bar, retrace to the top. You could take this as a short, too. Use, maybe 1800 as a stop out. If it gets above 1801, 1802, then you just got to get out. I don't mind this trade. Still in lunchtime, still tough. But let's see, anything else? Yeah, we're still, even in Amazon, we're holding this area here, the 50 MA. Going into lunch, got a little bit of a tail here. So, but right now with the confirming downtrend still intact, can easily dump out at the end of the day. Keep an eye on that, or I'll keep an eye on that. And that's watching the broker dealers, guys, and the Dow Jones transports. When they hit certain levels on there, that's when you get a confirming downtrend. And that's what we got on those two big sell-off days. And then, again, we went sideways, and then we just dumped. If you want to take Amazon short, you can here at 17.95. Or just use 1810 or 1801, 1802 as the stop out. Or you can use the high of this big red bar. Is that when you had some nice volume on that one? That was the high of the bars. Yeah, so say 1801, 1802. If it gets above that, just stop out and do it that way. Let's look at a couple smaller names, though. Same thing here. Look at that inside bar. Look, it gets up to the top there, and then it's having some problem. That's even number 2 as well. So Google's not bad as well. Again, though, the SPY has to sell. It's going to be a market trade, guys. SPY starts going higher, everything's going higher. Notice how the SPY's pulling back now. Everything's starting to pull back a little bit. Let's see Apple. I'm looking at Apple on another chart. Yeah, look at that. See, that's what you want. You want the 20 MA. You want the retrace. Let's look on the Fibonacci. This is all intraday action now, guys, with the fibs. So we're back to the 50. Yeah, I would have liked it a little bit higher. But you got consolidation here, which is going to be resistance. Goes right back up, pulls back. Now it's starting to catch a bid because the SPY's starting to move up a little bit too. SPY moves up, everything's going up. I'm not doing anything here, guys, to be honest with you. So I got my positions. We took off. What do we take off today? We took off the grub trade. That one was at like 111 when I was on vacation. I didn't even, I put everything aside. I should have put some sell orders in there. But you know what? Had pretty good profits on grub. Took it and said thank you very much. So the SPY's catching another little bid. IWM's a little bit weak. Coming in a little bit more than the SPY and the DIA. Let's keep an eye on that one as well. Apple too, big name, you know, Apple, you know, but earnings, guys, that's what's keeping me on the sideline right now. I'd rather take the trade like Netflix, get in it, and then, you know, just get out of it the same day. Kind of like Baidu too. Gosh, that Baidu, it would have bounced. All you needed was the SPY. Got to go with you're like a sailboat, guys, with the wind behind you. And when the SPY's dumping, the wind's not behind you. It's just time to get out. All right, let's keep an eye on the SPY again. Guys, see anything else? AutoZone's making a move again today. Let's see that one. I want to see if we could possibly, yeah, nothing yet. Daily, just getting a little bit of a bounce, you know, by the dip mentality. It did pull back. I mean, what was this daily chart? I mean, this thing was at 782 the other day, 2 days ago, 2 trading days ago. And now we're, you know, we hit almost 700, almost 100-point pullback. And this is what they're doing. Every time we pull back, they rip it up. Pulls back, rips it up, comes right back down to double bottom. Still didn't kiss the 200 MA. And we're trying to get a bounce. So SPY's pulling back a little bit. BA's down. Caterpillar's down pretty good. That's what's holding the Dow down. Google's down. Tesla. Let's look at Tesla. Another name to stay away right now until we get a good setup. This thing's just up, down, up, down, up, down. I mean, it has had good areas right here. This is where we went short. Short. Came right back in. Boom. Came right back up. Hit the 20 MA. Filled the gap. Right back down. SPY dumps. It's going right back down with everything else, guys. What else here? All right. All right, let's go back to the SPY. So SPY's holding the 200 MA. It's holding this area right here, this low pivot, which was this one here yesterday. Again, 277.57 area. It's trying to hold that. That's big for this. If it does hold on to that double bottom there, then we could possibly go higher. But you see the action in here today. Get the nice pull up, you get the nice pullback, you get the nice 500-point rally, you get a stall out day, then you get a nice little pullback day with downtrend confirmation. Do we sell out? I mean, we can easily be down here today, maybe lower. Gosh, I hate to be doom and gloom, but markets are really interesting the last week and a half, guys. Let's look at the IWM. IWM holding the 200 MA, trying to hold this little low. That was the low from yesterday. Look at that right there. Gosh, got to recapture it. Recapture it. Technically, we could possibly catch a bid and get its markets going. But what are we now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 60 minutes sideways. All right. Just going to sit on the sidelines here, guys. I'm still looking for green names. Anybody see anything green? Let me know. PM. Yeah, PM's not bad. I do like this because I like the fact when this thing started, the SPY started coming in, this one came in. SPY started moving up. This one started moving up. So it held it. So that tells me if the SPY starts to sell again, this one's a good candidate for some more downside. And this thing up being up $3.15, I believe it had earnings. Let me take a look. eWhisper. I follow this guy, this eWhisper guy. Earnings Whispers. He usually has all the earnings out every day where I don't have to really look or anything. I think our swim platform is not bad with that either. Earnings after the close. So I think PM was before the open. So we did have earnings on this one. Now, guys, if the SPY starts to dump, this will start to go to the lows of the day. It's just the way it is. As much as I'm itching to take this try, I like this setup too because I like the fact that we're under the 20. The markets are starting to, pull back a little bit. You have a little bit of a tail on the last candle on the SPY on the 10-minute. That tells me some more bears are coming in and possibly pushing this down. The volume did get lighter, so you got to watch for that. But it's still not bad. Looking at the IWM as well, that one starts leading the way down, then I will pull the trigger. So you know what, guys? If you want to take the PM trade, I'll put it in there. PM short shares at gonna go 87.64. 65. Let's see here. All right, 87.65, guys. I am short PM, 87.65. I'm going to punch it in here. With shares only, guys, shares only. I'm taking a little bit bigger of a position on this one. Since it's a smaller, it's not, Baidu being at 200, this one's at 87. I have 500 shares in this one, guys, short at 87.65. If I get 50 cents, I'll pull off half. If I get a buck, I'll be out of this trade. All right. Now we need the SPY. Well, SPY's coming in now, so we need the SPY to come in. SPY starts to sell. This one will give us that 50 cents, no problem. We should be actually I'll pull it off if we get back down to the 87 area. I'll look where it's at. So SPY's coming in. IWM's pulling back. This is a total market trade, guys. SPY has to pull back. I like the fact that this is green. It's an earnings play. Too bad we didn't catch it up here. But yes, we have good support, though, on this one at 86.22. So that's where it was holding. So we have a good chance of this thing pulling back to at least the 87 and then the 86.03 down in here. But, again, the SPY has to sell in order to get in, get this trade. And at this point, you know what? If I make $200-300, I'm out. I'd like to make 20,000, 30,000, but with with your members, with the members, I know everyone doesn't have a huge account. Even small trades like this, you pull off 200, 300, 400 a day. It's not a bad day, guys. You have 220 trading days in the year. You make 300-400 a day. That's a great year. Period. Period. I started small too, guys. Activate Windows. For some reason, I think someone stole my friggin' Windows, and now it's telling me to activate them all the time. All right, so SPY pulled back, a little bit of a pullback. PM's coming back a little bit more. We're up about 10 cents here. Should I just pull it and take the $50? All right, guys, let's go back to the SPY. Keep an eye on PM, though. So SPY pulled back here. That was helping the matter with the PM trade. If this starts to go, I mean, that PM's a little overdone, though. You got to remember that, too. It's up on a big down day. We're down $269 on the Dow, so that's going to help the trade as well. But with this one, if the SPY pulls back, that's going to completely help it. So PM's at 87.52, guys. Let's see if we could pull back a little bit more on that one. Come on, SPY, pull back on this. We are holding the 200 moving average, and we are trying to get back above the 50 MA here too. So there's big resistance at this area, but there's some support on the smaller time frame, which is the 10-minute. If we could get back below this 200 MA on the 10-minute with a closing on a closing basis, that will help the PM trade. PM's at 87.53 now, so keep an eye on that. All right, so SPY's pulling back a little bit more. We get the big dump, man. PM will be dumping. So we are still confirming downtrend. Transports just went down a little bit lower. Broker dealers down as well too. All right, here we go. So SPY's coming in a little bit more, guys. Nice little pullback. What do we have? We have 6 minutes left of this candle. So let's see if we can handle this one. Again, on days like today, you want to pick on the strong names. You don't want to pick on the weak ones that are already getting killed, especially going short. But with the confirming downtrend, like I said, this, just like the other day when we were 800 down, it's exact same setup, guys. We retrace. This one retraced a little bit more, but volume lightened up a little bit. We had heavy. What we need is some more volume here, guys. We get more volume. Then we'll be dumping a little bit more. So PM's at 87.52. So if you took a bigger share, if you took 1,000 shares, you got that, 15 cents, guys. That's $150 in a couple minutes. That's not a bad day either. See, that's what you got to tell yourself. $150, $200 in 10 minutes. People don't make that kind of money, guys. When I first started trading, technically 10, 11 years ago, whatever it was, Google is still a good support. It probably is. Let's see here. 1078. 1078 on Google. Is that double bottom? Yeah, it is good support. The problem is we went down sideways. We're still inside this bar. If the SPY dumps, the support's going to crack. That's it. Next support areas on Google will be 1062. Let me pull this out. Actually, let me pull Google up on this one so you guys can see it better. SPY's holding. Where's PM now? Hold on here. I got to pull PM. I got to keep an eye on this one. 87.50 is PM. On Google, yeah, see, you got this here. Yeah, see, it's not bad. Supports there is not bad at all. Let's put the retrace from this low. So yeah, I mean, even at 1100 is pretty good support. But if this double bottom does not hold, then you'll definitely be going to 1061 or so. And if that doesn't hold, then you're looking at 1,000, even number 900 right in here. That's got to be a bloodbath where everything's just dumping out. 87.45 on PM, guys. You got 20 cents. If you took a bigger position than I did, you got 20 cents on it. If you took 1,000 shares, it's $200. You want to take that profit, pull it. I'm going to hold it. I like the fact that we're in a confirming downtrend and trying to get through lunch with a little bit of a bid. We're at 9:50, well, 9:57 Arizona times, but we're at 1 o'clock on Wall Street. I think we could still sell. But yeah, it's pretty good support. The only what I don't like when setups like this, you get a big down move, you get a dead cat bounce, and it comes right back in. That's telling me lower prices ahead. If you're trying to take this as a long, and if it cracks that 1075, 1076 area, you got to get the hell out of this thing. Because we will dump. SPY dumps, everything's going lower. Right now, these are tough trades. Yeah, I do like the shorts better right now, but with this up and down action, it's just tough. Look at that. I mean, we went straight up, and now we're going straight back down, retesting these areas. We had the gap fill. Where was gap fill? At 1102, so it's trying to hold that area, and that's a big area too, gap fill, and we're below it now. So keep an eye on the SPY, guys. PM, where is PM? At 87.52, so we got a little bit of a bounce. Maybe one of you guys covered. I only got 5 people in the room today. Not a lot of people do the intraday trading, guys. At least my members, they're more swing traders. buying the puts, shorting the puts, shorting the calls, doing that stuff. The intraday stuff, I'd love to get more members. I'm going to probably do some live stuff on Stock Twits to try to get more people in the room. The more eyes, guys, the better off we are. More, you know, with you guys with technicals. Once you guys learn these technicals and trading, we'll do this. Hopefully we have 100 people in the room looking for trades. Let's look at the Baidu again. And then PM 87.57. So it's getting a little bit of a bounce. Yeah, so this one, yeah, 192. Yeah, so Goog, just be careful. SPY dumps, everything's going down, guys. PM as well. So that's why we're picking on the stronger names today a little bit. I mean, there is still a tough trade. If we start moving higher, PM will move higher. But markets in the downtrend right now, going through lunch, I think we could possibly set up to go lower. Yeah, so Baidu caught a little bit of a bid, and then boom. So you know, you shorted this one from 197 out of the gate. You're starting to cover at 190. That's where you get the bounce too. Dang, no, this should have just took it off there and took the money and ran. Anyways, you know, be a greedy pig. What do you think happens? Unfortunately. All right, so let's cut that off. All right, SPY's coming back a little bit more. Keep an eye on PM. PM's making another break for the highs, of course. Pull back right here, though. But still, it has earnings. It has news. People are, you know, getting a little bit by the dip. And if you look at the PM here, it is a little bit of a beaten down name. It did get the 120. The low was 77, so you got buy the dip mentality in this one. So as long as it holds this 200 MA, you know, or get, you know, resistance up there, SPY starts to sell a little bit more, this thing should pull back. So that's how I'm playing it. I'm playing it as a market trade, guys. So PM, let's go back to the SPY. SPY pulled back a little bit, still holding the 200 MA, so it's still okay here, guys. PM's pushing up a little bit more. Remember, we're in lunchtime, guys, so it's a little bit tough trade to go short. But I like the fact that we're still in a confirming downtrend. And the SPY, you know, we pulled back a little bit. I like the tail here. It tells me someone's in there. There's a seller in there pushing it right back down. The only thing that's killing us is the volume. If we start picking up the volume, like these candles here as we're selling, we will start to reach the new lows here. As we're catching a bid now. So where's PM? 87.66, 65. We're back to break even on PM. So if you guys took the 20 cents, awesome. I'm looking for a little bit more on this. I'm playing the confirming downtrend at this point. And it's still intact. Everything's looking good. Doesn't mean we could go straight up, guys. You know, they you know, until we're not in the confirming downtrend, this is what I'm sticking with, guys. 87.63 for PM now. Anything else green, guys? Let me know. I see Poll, they had earnings. PSX, they're up a little bit on the day. These are whippy markets, and then earnings coming up on everything as well. So earnings this afternoon. Let's take a look. PayPal, ISRG, AXP, Skechers, Team, bunch of them. A couple of them were still in some trades. Yeah, I don't know these other names. But and then tomorrow morning, CLF, PG, SLB, Honeywell, KSU, STT. There's a bunch of other ones too. SXT, MAN, whatever that is, CFG, Mini, F or VFC, and a couple other ones. So let's keep an eye on this one. PM's 87.65 still. SPY's holding the 200, going a little bit below it. IWM pulling back. The Q's pulling back a little bit as well. Watch Apple too. Apple hit the 20 MA. See, I like the Apple setup. Gosh, I wish I would have got that one. I like the Apple setup because of the 20 MA here. You know, short term, look at that. Nice retrace. Gets above this candle, but never follow through and a close above the 220. Good resistance here. Hits that. What was that? 218. We're at 217, so that's $1 pullback on Apple right now. So that's the stuff, you know, you want to put as many fibs, moving averages, even numbers. You got to put reasons together to take the trade. This one had the even number, the 20 MA, this big candle where it had to, continue on going up and confirm above this. Never did. SPY started selling, 30 minutes ago on that little top, and then boom, it comes right back in. This one's, a dollar trade on that. You take 500 shares, it's $500. That's where I need another set of eyes on the markets, guys. PM, where's PM? Let's see where that one's at. 87.63. So again, the SPY has to dump, guys. Where is it? Let's put PM on there again. So it's looking all right. Still holding that. Still down. Got the little bit of a bounce right here. Let's put the fib on this one too. It's going to be more intraday, guys. Right there. So holding the 50% retrace, went to the 618, got the bounce there. Still underneath the 20 MA. Let's see if we can get down to here now. Level next. All right, let's go back. SPY's pulling back a little bit more. Guys, I got to go blow my nose. I'll be back in a second. All right, guys, I'm back. So, all right, Procter & Gamble's holding pretty good, 87.64. SPY's pulling back a little bit more, so let's see if this thing will drag this down. So if we get to continued selling on the SPY, volume's coming in a little bit on the SPY as well. Q's almost back to the lows. IWM holding the 200 MA. So the 200 MA on a lot of these charts are there. Yeah, this thing's catching another bit too. We need more selling. All right, so let's go. Let's look at Baidu. I just want to see Baidu, see if that's bouncing. Yeah, look at that, right back down. So you got the bounce. Looks, oh, here we go. Should get a bounce. Yeah, the Baidu, that 189 area, that's the next area if you want to take a bounce play. But again, if the SPY dumps and all that, it's over. It's over for a lot of these. But back to the PM. Yeah, catching a little bit of a bid. Remember, we had earnings, so I had news, so it's kind of going against the grain here. But the SPY dumps. Look at this. It will continue to dump. People are excited. PM's catching a bid. It's at the lows. Buy the dip. Here's would have been buy the dip on PM down in this area, right around $77. So $10 move on that off the lows. Couldn't get past the 200 MA. Pulls right back, but support's still right here. Let me pull this out. Let me put a fib in here. This is the bigger time. This is the daily time frame, guys. So yeah, we're holding the 750 or the 250 retrace as well. Again, though, the SPY dumps, all that index is dumped. This will continue lower. It's just a market trade, guys. That's how you want it. You know, that's when we took those call positions. We bought them a little bit early. The SPY. Let's see. Still had a good, you know, good everything from 822. We had a bunch of winners in a row on our swing trades. But the SPY and the IWM just got us. We did real well on the Qs, the Q calls. Made money on the NVIDIA short puts, the short Amazon puts, the DIA calls we made money on. Gosh, just the SPY we went in a day early. And then the IWM too. We didn't get 252. Lost a little bit on that one, but the SPY one we lost a little bit more. All right, those were, and then what else did we take? The Roku, the UNH, the BA, the ISRG, the Alta, and NVIDIA, the Wix, the W. Those were all winners. We actually got the Q puts, and then of course, we sell the Q puts or the puts that we had. We made money, but my gosh, those IWM puts, we got $1.77. I think they went to like 15 bucks, something like that, or 12 bucks, 13 bucks. Man, every time. But gotta just take profits when they're there, guys. Just like the Baidu, we should have just took it off the table and said thank you. Again, right there. Look at that. Got this. Got the nice little bounce. And then out. Instead, SPY dumps. Look at that. Right back to the lows, though. That's why, with this one, I mean, if you held on to it, you got a little bit more. Good, great job. But for me, I'm done. I'm not going to, especially going against the grain with the SPY going down. That's it. That just makes everything horrible. With it, like, ooh, transports are at the lows again. Broker dealers as well. So. All right, PM we're looking at again. So we're at 87.54. SPY keeps dumping. We will be down here in no time. We'll take our 50 cents or so and get the hell out. And then move on to the next one. Make up for the Baidu trade, guys. So let's see if we get a little more pullback on this one. Again, I'll probably sell half here. If we really start moving, we'll be looking for the 750 retrace right here at the 86.56 then. So that will be the next area. What else here? SCOs and USO. Our USO trade. Been holding on for dear life on this one. But here we are, guys, coming back in. Today, I almost pulled something off here. It's like, nah, you know what? Looking at this, gosh, it just sets a, look at this. The U.S. and everyone around the world cannot handle higher oil prices. This is the test, guys. This is how they're testing the consumer. At the low prices that consumer was spending, now they had to bring gas up $1.50 a gallon, $1 a gallon. How does the consumer handle that? This is the barometer, oil, on how Americans and people around the world handle this stuff. And right now, with the QE3 ending, or quantitative easing to the moon ending, or supposedly unwinding the balance sheet, oil needs to be lower, period. I mean, here, let's go to the weekly chart. That's what I'm following on the USO trade. We got right to here. This is where we broke down. We tried the retrace. We came in. So right, anyone who bought this here after, because look at that, they pushed it up. Everybody got in, clicked over, never looked back. So anyone who bought the USO here around $16, this is where they're done. They're like, you know what? I'm back to break even. I'm dumping. Still in a pretty good stance above the MAs on the weekly, but man, you had a heck of a run from 866 to $16. Time for a pullback. And again, no one can handle higher oil prices right now. This is the test for us. They kept oil low for a long time. Look at this right at the end. Let's see how the consumer acts. Wow, consumer's doing pretty good. All right, let's raise it. Let's see what the consumer does. So they've been raising it since July of 2017. Almost a year and a half. Let's see how the consumer does now after a year of this. After a year of low prices, consumer was spending like crazy. Now let's see if it does. And I think they're starting to realize that, hey, they're not consumers starting to pull back a little bit. Even housing, I don't know, something with the housing numbers today weren't really good. So PM's at 87.43 now, so it pulled back, so we're still in there. Hopefully, a couple of you guys got this one. But look at the SPY. SPY goes down. But USO, guys, if you're in that trade with me, we're doing all right now, back in the money. So let's see if we could get that another buck or two, and we'll be the hell out of there. Gold trade. Gold trade's taking a little while. We caught this bottom. We started buying down in here. Looking okay, guys. We could easily, let me pull these out. This is some old work here that I was doing. Can easily pull back or push up into the 120 area. Let's see, PM. SPY's coming in again. Beautiful. And then with the SPY coming down in action, a lot of people are going to get into gold, so that should push this one right back up. Yeah, this was a big, oh man, if we can hold this on the weekly, the 20 MA will definitely be going higher in the next week or so, especially with the markets pulling back. Let's get to the PM trade though. All right, we're at 42. For those of you guys in it with me, pulling back a little bit more now. Let's see if we can get it going. I'll pull half off around 87. Just need the SPY. Wow, look at this. IWM at the lows again, guys. Q's at the lows again. So that's looking good for us. See, and this is why, you know, the SPX, yeah, you got that little bit of bounce. You got that. It looks inviting. And then next thing you know, they pull the rug from you. So SPY's retesting almost the lows again. Let's go back to the SPY's. PM's going pretty good, 87.43. Let's do the SPY. Where's the SPY? All right. So PM 84 or 44. There we go. See how PM was pulling back as the SPY was pulling back here? I know my crap's delayed, but we'll get the chart up there eventually, guys. There we go. So SPY's pulling back. PM's pulling back, so keep an eye on that. Anything else, guys, if you are long, anything else, just be careful. Look at Google. Google came right back in. BA came right back in. Amazon's at the lows. Man, I'm congested today, guys. And it's all because of the SPY, guys, period. That SPY pulls back, you better step aside. So, all right, PM is at 39. So if you're in that trade with me, we're looking pretty good. Wow. Watch volume in this one, guys, in the SPY. Let's open this up a little bit more. We start picking up volume. We're at 60 million and 116 in New York. So we're looking pretty good. Anybody else want me to look at anything? There's only a couple people in here. Thanks for stopping by today. And I know it was last minute. I'm going to try to schedule these a little bit more when I got time during the days. Schedules are still a little bit hectic right now. Still in and out. Got a bunch of stuff going on, guys. I love the live sessions. I'll probably do a little bit more on StockTwits too. Like I said, get more people involved. All right, guys, here we go. Starting to sell a little bit more here. SPY's almost at the lows. IWM making new lows. DIA still holding the old lows from about an hour ago. But the Q's just made a new low as well. And watch volume, watch volume. PM to 87.38, 39. See if we get that one to pull back. Come on, PM. Jeez. It's like pulling teeth here. I remember when this thing was falling, the SPY was falling too. So we get a little more, we start getting some rumbling. We'll be right back at 87. Excuse me, guys. Yeah, those we short those puts. My gosh, they actually went to like $10 too. We got out at 20, but the 38.72s went to $10. That was a great trade. But look at that, Amazon right back down. That's why you can't fool around in these markets, guys. You make money. Gosh, that Baidu still pisses me off. Where is it? Probably right back down now. Yeah, gosh, should have took my 50 cents and been done. All right, PM. So PM's getting a slight little bounce. We're holding a 50% retrace. That's what we're trying to hold on to right here. So let's see. We got about a minute and a half of this candle left. Let's see if we can close below that. If we can close below it, remember, This is the other thing, guys. We're down sideways now. What is this? Inside bar. Can't get above it. It's trying to, it got above it, closed above it right here. There we go, 32. And then it never, no follow through. Then we had the 20 MA protecting us as well. So if it starts pushing up in the 618, it's got to get some, get some volume to push through that. And with the SPY, the SPY's at the lows, guys. See how the SPY's at the lows and it's dragging this thing down. All right, guys, if you're in this trade with me, let's keep holding here. Maybe we get the good flush here. The SPY flushes. We might actually get paid on this one, guys. If you got 1,000 shares, I have 500. If you have 1,000, you pulled back what, 25, 35 cents to $350 in, 20, 30 minutes, guys. Not bad. I would take it. I took 500 because of the, I'd rather go light, guys. Easier to handle. I'm on the mic right now. No stress. If I lose money, I lose money. What are you going to do? I killed it when the SPY pulled back and we covered all those positions. So, all right, is this one going to get a bounce? Everything's trying to bounce right now on the indexes, the IWM, the Qs. They're a little bit of a bounce here. We're hitting double bottom on a lot of these, so let's see if it holds. Qs made new lows. IWM made new lows. DIA held the lows, and the SPY made new lows, but trying to hold it. And don't forget about Venom Trading, guys. If you want to, they use Interactive Broker. They're part of them as well, but they're their own entity. They're a great trading platform. I have my level 2s with them as well. Well, with Cobra Trading. Venom Trading, they're geared towards a little bit smaller accounts. Where the Venom Trading, or the Cobra Trading, I've been with them for a long, long time, guys. Great guys. If you're looking to change brokers, give them a holler. You could talk to Chad. Tell him you know John with StockBookie. He would love that. Bring him some clients. So then what I do, guys, I get free trades. I get commission-free trades if I bring people over to him. So I'm not getting any money or anything. I'll get the commission-free trades. That's all I care about. Let's see here. All right, we're making new lows again, guys. So hold on to this one, 87.22. This is so important. It's a market trade. SPY sells, we will be making money on this one. So 17 or 87.21. Nice. I love it when trades work out. and actually sound like I know what I'm talking about, guys. Again, though, if the SPY would have went up, this would have went up. It's as simple as that, especially in a calm market. What do we have for volume on the SPY right now? Let's see. SPY, we have 62 million on the day. 62 mil. What are we doing, guys? Starting to sell off a little bit. SPY's catching a little bit. They're trying to hold double bottom. Let's go back to the SPY. So 87.29 on PM. We get a little more selling. Remember, confirming downtrend still intact. So we're holding on to this PM trade. What we're looking at now, we're still trying to get to this 200 MA on here. But let's go back to that gap window. So you have the gap window right here. All right, let me stick a trend line in there. And then we have gap fill down here as well as the 618. So that's your next big area where this thing can possibly bounce. 274.48. Man, with the confirming downtrend, I think we're going to get there today, guys. Be careful in these markets. So 87.31 is our PM. We're $2.75 up. If we start rumbling here, PM could go negative. That would be sweet. All right, here we go. SPY's starting to make new lows again. Let's see if, watch the volume, guys. Volume picked up on that last candle. So let's see if we pull it back. 87.22 on PM. Everything's making new lows right now, guys. DIA still holding the double bottom. SPY's, all right, SPY's starting to crack here, guys. Let's see if we can get to the next area. Gosh, I hate this lagging time here. Making new lows, PM. It's 87.19. If we get the 87 even number, I will be pulling half off of the PM and then letting the rest ride, guys. All right, we're making new lows again on everything, all the indexes. DIA did make a new low on the day. And PM is at 87.17. Beautiful, guys. Look at this. Gosh. We couldn't have retraced a little bit more on the SPY. I would have loved this area. Couldn't, I mean, as long as we're holding these lows, we're okay. Here's your gap fill right here. I'll put this one on the bigger time frame here. That's your gap fill. I want to see this one here. Where does that connect? Oh, that was that. Yeah, look at that. Gosh, we hit that trend line and right back down. All right, PM 87.22, guys. Oops, sorry. Oh, I think that didn't sound good, I'm sure. All right, so now from this, look at the retrace now. So we're from this low to this high. We're hitting the 50% retrace. So that's going to be some support, as well as you're coming into this consolidation here. It's not really consolidation, it's just up and down move, but that could hold this. But the confirming downtrend is telling me that we have more pain coming. Maybe. PM 87.16, guys. All right, here we go. 270, 275 even number two, guys, on the SPY. That's going to be natural support. So you got to watch for that as well. All right, I'm going to click over to the PM, guys. So PM, we are almost there. If we do come down to the 87 even number, I will be selling half my position, or covering half my position. All right. So far, so good. Just got to get a little more dumpage on this SPY, and this we'll get our area. If we really start dumping, then I'm gonna maybe be a pig and try to get a little bit more on this first half. All right, Baidu. Let's take a quick look at Baidu. Just want to see where that's going. Yeah, right back to the lows. SPY sells this one. All right, we're making new lows again, guys. The fun's beginning. This is some crazy stuff. Volume's coming in though on the SPY, 64 million traded, and we are continuing to sell. These candles start coming up with the volume, guys. We will be getting it to 87. I wouldn't doubt we get to 86 on PM. Is anybody in this trade with the PM? Anybody? Just tell me yes. You could protect it if you took a bigger position than I did. Then take something off the table here. Took 1,000 shares, guys. You're up almost 5 bills right now. That's not a bad day right there. That's what I love about trading, guys. Yeah, we had a loss on Baidu. We made money on the AT, or at Activision, I think that is. Half the time I don't even know what I'm trading, guys. PM is Philip Morris or whatever. But it doesn't matter what chart, what it is, what name it is. All that matters is the charts, guys. Give me a blank chart with no name, and I'll take a look at it and trade it. That's why technicals are so important with a part of your trading. So SPY's getting a little bit of a bounce. Did we hit the 275? No, 275.50 though. But PM's coming in more, guys. All right, let's see here. All right, we're at 87.10. Sure up, what are we up? 55 cents on this trade. If anybody wants to take it off the table, don't be shy. Take it off. If you got a couple $100, great, good enough, guys. I'm still thinking confirming downtrend. Broker dealers are getting slammed right now. Volume's picking up a little bit. We're 382 down on the Dow. People are thinking, oh, we can't sell again. There's just no way. And that's when they unleash it, guys, and they just start dumping it hard. All right, PM's getting another little bounce here. So you probably got a little bit of profit takers coming out of there. You know, it was at, when we popped up here, this thing was at 87, 86, almost $88. And that's almost $1 move. You get $1 move, 1,000 shares, it's $1,000 out. Done. All right, so it looks like the Qs are trying to catch a bid on some good volume. God, volume did come in on that last candle. I don't think we're done selling yet, guys. We're still in the lunchtime hour, though. But the broker dealers are down $6.14. Transports are down $2.62 now. Yeah, we're coming in, guys. They're going to try to bounce this thing. People buy the dip, and they're just going to take their money again. All right, let's see what happens. 87.15 on PM. And look for some more green names, like I've been saying, guys. Green names will start to come in. Let's see. See if there's anything else green. KSS, look at that one. So KSS, look at that. All green today. Market sell. Where are we at? We're red now. LOPE. And this one, I think this one had earnings, but this is a light volume name. It was green though. Humana. Look at that one. Same thing. Starts going up, getting green. Market starts to sell. What happens? Comes right back in. That's how you play these trades. GLD's holding up. CVX, unbelievable. That one's still green too. But see how markets are weak. This one still start to fade. CBS was a little bit green today. Let's see how that one played. Yeah, same thing. Look at that. Market start to sell, comes right in. Market start to sell, comes right in. That's how this crap works, guys. All right, let's go back to PM before I miss something here. All right, 87.14. Still holding strong. Markets, a little bit of a pause on the markets. See if we get one more good downturn here. Man, this reminds me of the other day, guys. Just be careful. I think we were down about 500. Next thing you know, we were down 900. Not that we do it, but everything's telling me we're in the lunchtime hours. But everything's the transports and broker dealers are talking to me right now, talking to all of us, saying, "Hey, you better look out." 400 down now. All right, guys. PM. Let's see if we get. Gosh, it almost feels like the big flush is coming again. You get, because what happens is, guys, 10 years of buying the dip, buy the dip, buy the dip, and then everyone's so used to buying the dip, and this is where everyone goes all in with margin and on a buy the dip moment, and then they take it right back down to the lows on another, 700 point down day on the Dow. I don't even know why we're dumping. Does anybody know? I know housing stuff came in really bad today, or that's getting killed. Any breaking news? Did Trump say something? I love this. The other day, big rally on Wall Street. Here we go again. Now today, the breaking news, Dow drops 400 points and another bad day for struggling stock market. 2 days ago, they were, market's back. We're back. Buy everything. My gosh. Oh, you know what? Asia. Let me see. Yeah. Asia got 3% down on the Shanghai, guys. That's right. That's not helping at all. That's why Baidu got killed too. It could spike 4.5%. Oh my gosh. Now they're talking about the yields. Now the bonds are a big deal, guys. It's incredible. When the bonds hit, the 10-year bond hit $3, they were all like, "Oh my gosh, it's at 3." And then it hit 3.25, and they were like, "Oh," Steve Leisman came on. "Oh yeah, it's a new normal. Don't worry about it. It could go to 4. Who cares?" Huh? Anyways, that's a good barometer to watch. Rates retreat as investors seek safety. Draghi comments. So he was talking today. Oil pulling back. EU had to get slammed. Yeah, you know what? Let's hold on to this PM. I mean, it's getting a slight bounce right now because the markets are getting a bounce, but I think the selling's going to continue with the SPY, and if it does, we'll go right back down. So maybe another short, guy covering the PM, get a little bounce up there. Oh, hurry up. It's bouncing. Get up. Get in. Yeah, good earnings. Asia, though, again, wow, 3%, guys. Got to watch out for that. Another bad day for stocks. I love it. 2 days ago was the rally's on. Wow. Even Kramer, the amazing job market is now the ticking time bomb. Kramer was telling everyone to buy the other day. Gosh. I love this stuff. Draghi. And you know what? Draghi, he worked for Goldman Sachs, guys. All these people worked for all these guys. Goldman, Lehman Brothers when they were open. All these guys are in it. So Russia's talking crap about missiles. So anyways, guys, you got to keep an eye on Trump, of course. You got to keep an eye a little bit on CNBC news. But, wow, hold on, guys. Everything's making new lows again, guys. Something's up here today. I mean, we're at 272 down on the freaking transports, and then the XPD or the broker dealers are down $6.30. If you are long in anything, just be careful. Small positions, guys. If man, I'm in this one. I mean, the SPX. Of course, after the fact, it's like, oh, we should have took a short. So let's see what we get. PM came right back in, 87.22. All right, so someone's in here wanting to get out of these markets, guys. It's a tug of war with the bulls and bears. We get catching a little bit of a bid again. Now say futures now 10-year-old bonds could spike 4.5%, sending stocks into correction territory. That's a video. I don't want to watch that. But the other day they were fine. Everything was good. It's a new normal. All right, I'm turning I'm clicking CNBC off. I'm just on the internet. I usually have it on as background noise, but I'm live today, so I'm not doing it today. Let's see here. Yeah, we're right back down on PM. So 87.16. There we go, 87.07. All right, guys, if you're in the PM, trade with me. If we could crack this 87, let's think about taking half off here. Don't mess around anymore, guys. We start dumping, we're going to pull it off, and then we'll watch it go down lower. Or actually let me cover it first, and then you guys could get that extra buck out of it. Something like that. Man, Google at the lows, Apple at the lows, Facebook at the lows, NVIDIA at the lows, BA at the lows, Caterpillar at the lows. Wow. Confirming downtrend in. Panic on Wall Street. It's crazy, guys. And at least I got 3 of you watching. I wish more of my members like to come in here. A lot of my guys, they want trades, guys. That's it. They don't care about technicals. They just want to make money. They don't care. So they don't come to the live streams. I think I'm going to do them on Stock Twits just to get more people in here. I'll still do private sessions for you guys. I'm thinking about doing maybe on Sunday nights, maybe Friday nights, maybe do like a half-hour live session just to go over everything, look at some charts, look at some good setups. I mean, even like Win, guys. Remember Win? We're trying to pick that one off, and it was starting to move up. The earnings are coming up on this one. Look at that, 110, guys. But it's got a great bearish pattern. So I'm looking at the 100 area now at this point. So watch that. Let's go back to PM. I don't want to miss this one. All right, guys. So we did touch the even number. I'm still in it. PM, that is. So, all right, let's see. I mean, markets are looking weak, guys. 87 even number. It's holding. One more little flush out for PM, and I'm going to cover half of this trade. So we're up almost 65 cents on this one in the last 40, 50 minutes. Again, if you took 1,000 shares, that's $650 in an hour. That's what people don't get with this career. 650, guys, done, out. Thank you. On to the next trade. I'm going to be a little bit of a pig right now. I think with the confirming downtrend, IWM making new lows right now. Transport's just getting slapped. Dow's at new lows now. Oh my gosh. Market's in turmoil tonight at 7, right? And when we had the 500-point rally, I was at Disneyland looking at this, and that's all I was reading on my phone. Markets rally. Is this time to buy the dip? It's like, oh man, look at that. They're taking it to the house again. All right, so IWM's at new lows. PM's looking really good for us. Again, it was a market trade, guys. That's it. That's how we played this. Bouncing back, retracing up into this inside bar, downtrend telling us, hey, this thing could go lower. The Baidu, that still pisses me off. Let's go to Baidu. Is it at lows again? No, look at that. Baidu's holding the lows, though. Look at that. All right, here we go. IWM at new lows. Dow's at new lows. SPY is starting to crack. Keep an eye on this PM, guys. If we start to flush, PM's going to flush 50 cents. It easily will go to the 86.50. That's where I'll probably take half off. Protect this trade, guys. We're 67 cents in the money. Protect it, protect it, protect it. SPY start. Look at that. Get the little bounce in the SPY. Where does PM go? But we're holding the 6182 at 8706. So that green line is the 618 retrace. So that's another area of support as well as this low. And we hit this retraced, this area becomes support as well. So now we got two reasons, and the third reason is the even number. This cracks, though, we will fast track to this area in a blink of an eye. But the SPY's got to dump too. So, dang, look at that. I should have pulled half off. Little Miss Piggy over here. But I think, I'm still looking at the confirming downtrend. We're only 395 down on the DIA now. Gosh, we're almost back to 25,000. It's funny. Stock twits. Hey, where's everyone's 25,000 hat? Or is that when it's just going up? That's funny stuff, guys. So 87.14 on PM. Let's see what we can do here. Gosh, just need one big flush out. Come on, SPY. Gosh, this reminds me of the other day, guys, the 800, 900 down. Just be careful. If you are long, I will keep repeating myself like a broken record. All right, so SPY's pulling back again. Let's see if we can get some it's a little more downside in this one. I know, right? As soon as I cover, it's going lower. Gotta be patient with this one. We're in the money. We're in the driver's seat with PM. Let's see here. All right. All right, it's holding. Man. Markets are holding too, for now. And PM here could have a nice little topping tail, guys. If this thing closes below this blue line, which is right around 86.22, which is another buck, this could have a little topping tail. If this thing retraces back up, I think we'll take another short and keep it as a swing trade, or maybe even keep this as a swing trade. I do like this area. Oh, SPY's at new lows. Come on, PM. Here we go. Wow, volume's coming in too, guys. So let's go back. Let's go back to the SPY. All right, 87.13 on PM. Look at the volume coming in on these last two candles, guys. So now we're looking at that gap fill. Gap fill coming up at 275 even number. Let's see if that holds. If that does not hold, then we're looking at gap fill. But I really believe we're going lower, guys. I don't like the action in here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're going to have to see. This thing's got to come straight down into this area, guys. Man. PM's 87.14. We are 459 now down on the Dow. PM's holding up that little you know what. All right, 275 even number. What do I talk about the even number, guys? Those are big areas to watch. 460 down. Transport's 298. Oh my gosh, getting plowed. Holy cow, guys. Come on, PM. Make a move. Make a move. Gosh, it's holding up. I can't believe. Even with everything getting plowed right now, people are actually trying to buy this thing. Ay, ay, ay. Excuse me, guys. All right, 275's next area of support. If this does not hold, we will be going right to gap fill. Quick bounce, possibly. If you got some gonads or balls, take the trade at 274.50 on the SPX. Or use the SPY. If it does not bounce there, you have to get the hell out because we will be going down. I can see 273, 50, 273 coming really quick. Got to be careful. PM's going up. Unbelievable. How in the world is that catching a bid right now? Just this thing, that everything is getting dragged. Tesla's coming into the 200 MA, possible bounce. I'm not touching anything right now, guys. Volume's coming in on the Spider. They put the big dump. We got 7 minutes left of this candle. They put the big dump on. It's going to be lights out, guys. Holy cow. Gosh, this reminds me of the other day. I think if we end at the lows today, I think tomorrow, and we're going to start dumping more. CNBC, markets in turmoil, starting to hype everything up. Come on, PM. 87.23. Unbelievable. Yeah, I should have. Well, people pulling it off at the even number. I don't blame them. That's where I should have taken it off. At least half. But with the downtrend here intact, almost 464 now. Oh my gosh. Guys, my mother will be calling soon. Are you watching this market? You bet your ass I am. You bet your butt I am. All right, so 275. Let's see if we bounce. Looking at the 60-minute, let's see if we can find anything, line anything up. Yeah, just let this thing go, guys. 618, I think 273. Wow. Volume's coming in, and PM's going up. Mod on. Wow. All right, hit the 275, guys. Pierced it by 3 cents. Let's see if we bounce. I got to look at PM here. Jeez. Yeah, it's holding that. 3 reasons, guys. 618, even number, retrace, and it's holding. Damn. So we could get a bounce on this one. Darn it. Should have just took it off. 65 cents. 65 cents, and being a pig, get the bounce. But we're still in the confirming downtrend. I still think we're going lower today. Still have 5 minutes left of this candle. On the SPY, excuse me, guys. Let's see if we get out of this. Yeah, look at that. Every little bounce right now is meant with more selling pressure, guys. Again, be careful in these markets, especially if you're long or trying to go against the grain like we're doing with PM. Still in the money a little bit on 30 cents on this one. Damn. Look at that flip and bounce. Well, everything's bouncing now. Yeah, so someone's holding this thing up. We get a little sell like that on the SPY and this thing's going up. Someone's covering some shorts and this thing's getting catching a bid. Market makers is allowing it. And then we get the little push up. All right, guys. 87.32. Markets are catching a little bit of a bid. Let's see if was more selling now. 87.31 on PM. All right, so it's holding. Markets are holding. Volume really did. I mean, volume's okay on that last candle, though, on the SPY. Let's go back to the SPY. Volume wasn't bad. I mean, it was starting to pick up right here. That we got to watch. You know what? I'm going to just go a little bit smaller there. So here's your gap fill, 274.48. We have 3 minutes left of this candle. Let's see what this will do. Gosh, PM's getting a bounce. Unbelievable. You have support in that area around the 87 even number. So 274.48. We're still watching. Trying to go back for the 50% retrace. IWM, man, IWM's still weak. Man. Q's trying to hold. Got a couple little tails on the 10-minute on the Qs. You know what I haven't looked at though today? Let's look at JPM. That's one that. Let's look on ExxonMobil. ExxonMobil's a little bit positive, trying to catch the bottom. Look at that. So daily chart catching the bottom, 200 MA, trying to get up. 50% or 50 MA gets it, holds it down, boom, down sideways. This is setting up for lower prices. We'll look at JPM, the banks, SE Banks. Look at that. Same thing. Gets the bid. Everyone's happy. Oh, banks, Citigroup and Goldman had good earnings. Hurry. Hurry. This is it. We're by the dip. Look at that. Red bar. Retrace right to the top. Right back down. Let's look at Goldman Sachs. Remember, they had good earnings the other day. Hurry. Goldman had good earnings. Look at that. Right back down. And look at that. If we close below all the MAs, what is that? A weak stance. Weak stance, guys. So here we go. IWM's at lows again, starting to pull back. This thing closes back here and reverses on this big bar. We're in trouble. All right, let's look at PM. Let's go back to that one. Dang, look at that. Darn. Got the bounce. Look at that. So we got the flush through there. We got the even number. We held this bottom 618 and we get the push up. Damn. Little Miss Piggy did it again, just like Baidu. Couldn't take the profit. This is a lesson learned, guys. Not doing it for a reason, but see how we had the money. If you didn't take it, then right back up. Even with the SPY, most likely if we start heavy dumping, this will come in. That's when you would have took it. You would have did it again here at 50, and then boom, do it again. So on this one, I do like the setup. I do like that fact that we're, making new lows. 450 on the down now. Transports are still selling. Wow. Look at that push. Darn it. Story of my life. And I still have bad habits, guys. It's trading. That's why, even with bigger, if you would have taken 1,000 shares or 2,000 shares or 5,000 shares, you get that 50-cent pullback, 2,500, boom, out. Here you're like, well, 500 shares, 50, $300 or whatever it was, 275 or whatever. It's like, well, SPY's selling, everything's moving down. This should go lower, and then we get the bid. But it's still in the down sideways. We did recapture the 50% retrace, but the markets are still weak. So let's see if we go back down. I'll just get out of it and say thank you. On to the next one. So SPY and everything caught a little bit of a bid. We got a little bit of a bottoming tail on the day, possibly. If it takes it out, we're going to go lower. So PM pulling back a little bit now. Gosh, they get into bid because everyone must have went short on PM there, and then the market maker comes in, catches a bid, sends some orders through, and then boom, right in their face again. So SPY's coming in, IWM's. God, everything has a little bit of a tail here, bottoming tail. I'm not playing it because of the confirming downtrend, but this could possibly bounce here. Maybe. I still like gap fill though on the SPY, guys. I have to be honest with you. So gap fill on the SPY. Let's see where that's at. And there's your little tail here. Which pretty much tells you this thing could possibly go higher. The confirming downtrend, I'm not playing it. Let's see if it works. I would have liked to see more volume, exhaustion volume, but we'll see if this thing works. You got the nice retrace. I'm not taking it down. I'm just sitting here, guys. I don't want to give any more money up if I don't have to. That's the bottom line. The PM trade went back up on me, so that kind of pisses me off. But what are you gonna do? What are you going to do, guys? It's trading. That's why patience, slow and steady, small positions, so important in these markets, guys. Like here, everyone, oh man, you got to buy the dip right now on the SPY. It has to go up. And the next thing you know, they just flush it on you. So PM, where's that at? 87.47, still holding strong, guys. SPY, though, right back to the lows. Not to the lows, but 14 cents off. Man. All right, IWM almost at the lows. The DIA getting there. I'm going to stay on the mic for about 10 more minutes, guys. We'll see where this brings us. See where it brings us at the 11 o'clock hour. We're in a confirming downtrend. Watch for more dumping towards the end of the day. If we do catch a bid, it could be a massive one, but gap fill would be one of the areas I'd be looking for. And that's at the 274.50 area right in there. But if that gives out and you're trying to go long, you just get the hell out of the trade because we're most likely going to go down to 273, 272.50. Today, maybe volume 76 million, so it's not terrible. But if the volume starts coming in again, guys, just let this thing fall, and we'll look for other areas. Another day, guys, because I think if we close at the lows today, they're going to put the hurt on tomorrow, and we're going to just get wrenched. Excuse me. Going into Friday. Gosh, nah, I want to put on more trades, but I just can't do it right now. We covered a bunch, sitting on our hands. Now it's time to teach you guys how to look at this stuff. Again, nice to see how we had a tail here, straight down. Now we got a tail here. Does it go up? I would have liked to seen more volume with the confirming downtrend. If we take this out, we're going right to that gap fill. I mean, it's only right here, guys. It's not too far away, but that's 75 cents. I mean, you're like $5 down on this. Jeez. Yes, the SPX is down $51. Unbelievable. That's insane. We have had 100-point moves on the S&P 500. Hey guys, I gotta text somebody. I gotta my daughter's volleyball game today. All right, keep an eye on this, guys. IWM's about to break it. Q's is setting up with a little bit of consolidation, then maybe the move down. The transports are almost at the lows. Man, another butt kicking now. Now we're trying to hold this area. So now we're going to have two little tails here. This could we're so close to this cap fill. Let's see. We still got 5 minutes left of this candle. 4 minutes. All right, hold on, guys. I gotta. All right, they're trying. Volume's not that bad. 4 minutes left of this candle. Let's see what we can do. All right. All right. All right, so we're hanging there, guys. Now what we look for is a bearish setup, just more consolidation. On the 10-minute chart, you have the 200 and the 20 MA crossing over each other. They call, the golden cross. Oh my gosh, the death cross. I mean, it has a better possibility of sending this down, but I'd rather see, sorry about that, guys. I keep hitting the mic. I'd rather see the 20 MA curl in the price and then boom, send this thing down. Next area, again, 618, looking at the 60-minute chart, gap fill, and then the 273 area as well. And that's down in here. That's another big area down here. So let's see if this thing starts to rumble. I mean, it's already rumbling, guys, but it's like, wow, look at this weakness. All right, guys, PM though, 87.30, still holding on. Just won't give us any. Actually, we had something, but you know me. You know me. Just don't take the profits. They're fighting. Man. Uh-oh. Here comes the seller. Volume not bad. We got about 30 seconds left of this candle. Let's open this up a little more. You start getting tails though. There's some bulls fighting in here, guys. They're trying to protect this area. This gap fill though, man, we're so close. But the 27, remember the 275 round number, that's a big area of support too, even though there's nothing else there but the even number. But usually we get some sells like this. We'll be making new lows. I would think. We'll see. Confirming downtrend still there. Going into the last part of the day, because you have your first part all the way to noon, 11:30 on Wall Street. Then usually about 2:30 on Wall Street, 2 o'clock. That's the last part of the day. All right, so let's see what we're doing here. Yeah, they're trying. Here we go. Buy the dip, guys. Buy the dip. It's not a bad area. The 275. I'd still rather see the gap be filled before we do anything. What are we down? 49 on the SPX. The comp's down 175. Holy cow. Transport's 277. Dow Jones 435. Oh my gosh. All right, guys, I'm going to take off. I got a couple things to do. I'm going to be watching that PM position. It's at 87.21. I'm going to click back over real quick. Look at that, though, right back in. So as we're coming in, what happened with PM came right back to the lows. Not the lows, but the lows in this little channel here was still down and sideways. So let's keep an eye on this until the close. If the market's, well, we're getting a bid now, of course. Hey, SPY's catching a bid out of the blue. 275 even number, guys. Dang, we couldn't get to that flipping gap fill though, huh? Well, we'll see if they come in. The volume wasn't that great on the last candle. It is subsiding a little bit, so keep an eye on that. If we do start to flush, 275, then 274, 273 area will be the next. The 273 I like a little bit more, especially if we start to flush. All right, guys, that's going to be it for today. Watch for some more live streams tomorrow and Friday. We'll try to get some more scalps. If you are in the PM trade and you sold at 87 even number, congrats on that one. I'm still holding it. I think we could get a little bit more, especially if the markets start to sell. We still are in the confirming downtrend, but we are getting a slight little bounce here. The Fed just can't take it anymore, guys. They got to bounce it up. Or is there a Fed meeting today, maybe on Wednesday? You know what? There might be. Uh-oh. Let me look. Uncle Jerome. See breaking news. Anything? Does anybody know if they have a Fed meeting today? Hey, no problem, guys. I love doing this stuff. I love teaching. We're going to be doing more live sessions in the future. I'd like to do more, maybe nightly sessions where we could go through stuff, looking for setups. We're all in this together, guys, and the more eyes on the market, the more money we can make. Having a pretty good year, though, with all the trades, with the, I don't even know how many now. We have 294 winners, 76 losers, 24 open. We did close a couple other ones, so we got more on the table. Guys, small positions in these markets. We could be up 500 tomorrow and down 1,000 on Friday. Just go slow and steady. This is the markets that take all your damn money. You use margin, you go load the boat, buy the dip mentality. Next thing you know, we're 1,000 points down on the Dow and just getting slaughtered. So I've seen it before with traders where they lose, they lose all their money in one day because they go margin and the whole 9 yards. And it's a sad ending, guys. So I'm trying to keep you guys safe and just keep trading, guys. I love small positions. Spread them apart. If I'm in 50 positions, 60 positions, I'd rather be in $65,000 positions and then two, $105,000 positions getting hammered. At least the $5,000 positions, you can handle them if they go against you, and especially with shares in these markets right now. Intraday stuff like the PM, a little tougher. The ITVI worked real well. The Baidu, we got slapped in the face on that one, but the PM is coming in, maybe make some money up on that one. So, all right, guys, that's going to be it for today. Thanks for being members. I really do appreciate it. God bless, and see you on the charts. Now, if I can shut this thing off. All right, guys, take care. Keep an eye on that PM trade. Keep an eye on the volume for the last 2 hours in the markets. If the volume picks up, we will be getting slammed again. So be careful, small positions, and take it slow and steady. Take care, guys.